Hi, just touching base again. I'm gonna take my glasses off for a second because I'm half blind and I can't see myself recording when I have my glasses on. To be quite honest, um, it is 20. Sorry, look at my calendar. 27 days post my first chemo treatment and 6 days post second chemo treatment. My treatments are on Mondays every 3 weeks, and I have 6 of them. I've had 2. Totally lost my train of thought. That's one thing that chemo has done to me. It has made my brain, I explained it as scrambled eggs yesterday. Lose my train of thought very easily. So I am doing much better this second round than I did the first round. First round, I had a lot of nausea, a lot of diarrhea, excruciating bone pain, and a lot of fatigue. This second round, I've had a little bit of nausea the first couple days, but not bad. I've been able to eat actual meals, and I think that's helping with my energy level. Like today, my energy today is really pretty darn good. I'm not pushing it, not doing anything, but I feel a little bit more alert and not like I need to sleep all day. The first treatment I had, my bone pain started Wednesday evening, and I was in excruciating pain on Thursday and slept all day or was awake whining and crying pretty much. And then I also stayed home on Friday last time and slept all day Saturday and Sunday. This time, bone pain started at almost exact same time, later afternoon on Wednesday, like around 2-ish. I did leave work at about 3:30. And by the evening, I was in considerable pain, but it was better than the last time. The first time they recommend Claritin for the bone pain, and it wasn't doing anything for me. And late on Thursday, I realized, well, Claritin doesn't work on my allergies, but Zyrtec does. So I switched to Zyrtec to see if it would help with the pain, and it did. So this time I just treated with Zyrtec beforehand, and I've taken it a couple times a day. Bone pain has still been bad. Don't get me wrong. It was still bad on Thursday, but not as bad as the previous treatment. And I did stay home from work on Thursday. This treatment, because of the bone pain and fatigue, I slept all day. And then I decided to try to go to work on Friday, so yesterday. And I went in about an hour and a half late. And on my way to work, realized that I probably shouldn't be going to work because my reaction time when I was driving was a little slower. And so just for safety reasons, I shouldn't have been going to work. Yeah, there's that. Totally lost it. Oh, I was dizzy and lightheaded, just felt really shaky all day, like muscles twitching all over. But I am also having problems with my electrolytes are messed up. So my sodium is low and phosphorus is messed up and magnesium and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure that plays a part. My heart was racing. I just didn't feel well. And it was really obvious when I was trying to do phone charting on a patient and I couldn't put my sentences together. Like I couldn't figure out how I wanted to say what I wanted to say in the chart. And it really took a lot of concentration and focus to get it into the chart correctly. So I talked to my manager. I don't think from here on that I'm going to come to work on Thursday and Friday, the week of chemo, just for safety for me and everybody else involved. Let's see. I'm taking more naps since treatment, but they're usually like 2+ hours long. I came home from work yesterday I think I got home at about 4 and slept for 2 hours, ate dinner, stayed up for a little bit, and still was able to go back to bed, no problem, by 10 or 11, I think, and slept through the night for the most part. It's not really a whole lot going on. We're in a tornado watch right now, so yay, Kansas. I keep peeking out the windows, just watching to see what's going on. And you'll hear thunder probably, maybe see some lightning. I'm still pretty positive for the most part. The past couple days I've been struggling a little bit with some fear. And I think it started when I was in one of the Facebook groups and somebody had talked about someone they knew had been diagnosed as stage 1 and then within a year or so had metastasized, and then she ended up passing away. And that really sucks because I have been extremely grateful that mine is stage 2B, apparently not in any lymph nodes that we know of. And I'm having an excellent response. The tumor has shrank considerably even after one treatment. So that's had me very positive and hopeful. And then knowing that somebody who's been stage 1 has then, within a couple of years, passed away. Triple negative is scary. And I think maybe I've been in a little bit of denial, but it's the most likely to recur, the most likely to metastasize, and it's the most aggressive. Well, I know inflammatory breast disease is also extremely aggressive. But with my genetic testing being negative and it all being triple negative, they are telling me that it's, they believe, an environmental type cancer. So things I use, things I eat, my surroundings have played a part. I am a very stressed out person. I'm a single mom. I have a career. I pay my own bills, whatever. Normal life stressors, but I really stress and I work hard. I'll work extra hours or whatever. And those are things I'm going to have to stop doing to try to prevent this from coming back or whatever. Environmental stuff, diet. I have type 1 diabetes, so I'm pretty much used to just eating Yeah, I don't use sugar-free products much because they have their own side effects like diarrhea and gas and things like that. So I don't eat sugar-free candy or sugar-free syrup, things like that. I do, however, drink Diet Dr. Pepper like crazy. Well, one a day usually. And then I use Splenda in my coffee. So I'm trying to gradually get rid of my Diet Dr. Pepper. That's not fun. um, and I'm trying to switch from Splenda to like stevia, which I don't like because it tastes bitter to me. And the dietitian explained that it's because the Splenda really is super sweet compared to sugar. So I'm used to that real sweet taste. So gradually changing that. They want me to move toward a plant-based diet, which is fine. I love fruits and vegetables, but I also really like processed carbs. So trying to wean myself off of that has been tricky also. And I'm just fearful that I won't be able to make these changes to prevent cancers from coming back later. Also, what else? Exercise. Because of my poor energy level from autoimmune fatigue, I really don't work out. I'm not motivated to do anything because I'm extremely tired after just a normal work day. The only exercise I really get is the parking garage that I have to park in is about 3/4 of a mile walk from the office building that I work in. So that's about all I get twice a day. So working on changing that. I have an elliptical machine in my basement, but it's kind of blocked off by everybody's storage that I'm storing stuff for people everywhere. So got to get in there. And then I can't remember what I was going to say. This is so awful. Chemo brain is a real thing, I tell you. Fear. Also, something that's been bugging me is thinking about long-term side effects of the chemotherapy treatment that I'm on, like carboplatin, a lot of the chemotherapies anyway. There's a long-term risk of different kinds of cancers later in life, like leukemia or myeloma. So that's kind of freaking me out lately. And I guess maybe it's just knowing enough, knowing too much by being a nurse or whatever. So trying not to dwell on those things and still stay positive that I have a good situation. It was caught early, good response so far, and trying to remember all that. And I have real good support, family, friends, coworkers have been coming out of the blue to be supportive. And so I have no reason to feel negative other than just something somebody said in a support group online. And that's one thing I will caution you. If you are in groups, Facebook groups, support groups, be very careful which ones you choose, because some of them are just so negative or so whiny and not so much supportive. And if you are in those, just get out. I'm in one, I can't think of the name, triple negative breast cancer. It's for women who only have triple negative, and it's only stages like 1 through 3, I think. So no metastases. And I think that's great for me because their treatment plan is different. Their prognosis is different. I have to keep my prognosis as positive for me. It's essential for my mental health. I'm doing good. I'm grateful. I'm positive mostly. I think it's just a normal thing with any kind of cancer to let those thoughts get to you every now and then. But I'm going to fight it. Doing good, grateful, hopeful, blessed beyond measure. I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate your support. Please share videos or tell people about them. I want to educate, but also just share my experience for women who are also just learning about this, knowing what to expect. I should probably say real quick, my treatment is a little bit different than a lot of women with triple negative breast cancer. I'm in a clinical trial, and my particular cell growth was very, very aggressive. I think it's called the Ki-64. Mine was 70%. So 20% is considered aggressive. So mine was way aggressive. So that's one reason I feel extremely blessed that it was caught so quickly and treated so quickly. So anyway, I'm on a very aggressive chemotherapy regimen, and clinical trial I decided to sign up for has immunotherapy included with the chemotherapy. So the immunotherapy part is Keytruda, and then carboplatin is one of my chemos, and Taxotere, which there's a couple different names for it, but Taxotere is the ones that come into brain. And I do those all in the same day, and then I get a Neulasta injection the morning after my chemo treatment. But it's working, and that's awesome. I know a lot of women I think it's that they get the Red Devil AC and Taxol, I don't know, but anyway, it seems to be working for me, and I'm grateful and blessed. And I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll try to touch base a little later next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.